Brought to you by the EveryDollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
Well, I have a question about how to move forward after financial infidelity. I found out in the fall about $100,000 of debt that I didn't know about, and we have paid it off. We're in baby step 3. We're about halfway through baby step 3 right now with about
What was that debt
saved.
used to purchase?
It was credit cards that I didn't know about, and also tax debt.
What was the credit card? What was purchased on the credit cards?
My husband was laid off and was using a credit card for a time span that I did not know about.
Okay, so he was handling 100% of the household money.
Correct.
And the way he covered the lack of income was he borrowed for the family on credit cards.
Exactly.
And you didn't know about it because you're not involved in the handling of the money.
I was not at that time.
Okay.
Since I found out about that, we have combined finances. I insisted upon that. I insisted on counseling. I insisted on a budget, and we use the EveryDollar budgeting app. But he hates the budget. He says sharing accounts and the budget are the worst decision he's ever made. He doesn't track expenses. He undermines the budget by going on solo trips and spending when and where he wants. Every question about the budget turns into a huge argument with threats of leaving. And the perception of others is incredibly important. So even having a budget is embarrassing to him. And I don't know if we can get past this. I don't know how to get on the same page. I don't know what to do.
Meet EveryDollar budgeters Christy and Steve. They used to fight about money.
I'm the spender.
I'm definitely the saver.
Now that they budget with EveryDollar, they're on the same page.
Money is definitely one thing we do not ever fight about.
Having the budget gave me the permission to spend.
Knowing that the money is in each category, it just allowed us to work together better.
Now that's what we call a win-win.
Now we just have to pick paint colors.
We can't help you with that. EveryDollar. Create your free account today.
I don't know what to do.
How is the therapy done?
I'm sorry.
It hasn't gone well. He hates going to therapy because when he goes to therapy, he feels like a failure.
Because he's failing. Yeah. Cause you to feel like
Correct.
a failure. Yeah. Mm-hmm. When you're failing at your marriage and because you do whatever the flip you want to do, regardless of the implications of it, then that would be embarrassing in therapy. Yeah. That makes sense. That's logical. It's kind of like eating 17 donuts and then going and seeing your trainer. You know, I mean, it's like, it doesn't go well. You know, it's like, okay. Man. Well, this is not a financial problem, hon. It's a marriage problem. It's manifesting itself. It's manifesting itself in the finances. But it's I want to do what I want to do thing, and I don't want to be aligned with and be in agreement with anyone else. I don't want anyone else speaking into any of my decisions. I don't really want to be married is what he's actually saying, I'm afraid. I hope not. I hope I'm wrong, but that's kind of what Deloney taught me a saying when I'm hanging out with him, his PhD in counseling. He says, behavior is a language.
I say that all the time.
Yeah. And that's what this is what I'm seeing. It's regardless of what you're saying, it's what you do. And what he's doing is screaming, I don't really want to build a life together. I want to be able to do whatever I want to do when I want to do it, like a 4-year-old on the cereal aisle throwing a fit because they want Fruit Loops. And
I agree.
That it's very immature what you're describing. Because you can be mature and say, hey, part of putting the budget together is I want to have money to do X. And that's a fair argument. But instead just going, well, I don't really like this. It's the worst decision I've ever made because it's actually somebody holding me accountable now for my ridiculous behaviors. So, golly, that's so sad. I'm so sorry. Well, I think the answer is in your pastor's office and in your marriage counselor's office, that if the two of you can solve for building a future together rather than trying to be roommates.
Hey, Jennifer, do you know enough about his past to know if he comes from an entitlement?
Very much so.
I had a sense of that. I am no therapist, don't want to try to be one, but I got a hunch. I would talk to the therapist about this, get some real professional insight, a pastor as well. But I think if this marriage could be fixed, would you do whatever it takes?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I wouldn't have stayed with
That's
the
what I
lie.
thought.
I mean,
Okay.
he's been lying since the beginning of our marriage. And
I had a
just didn't know.
hunch that
How long have you been married?
6 years.
Okay.
let me finish this thought, Jennifer.
Okay. I just wanted to get
Yeah, no, I had a hunch, and I don't know why I had that hunch, but I had a hunch that he came from entitlement, and I think if it were me, with guidance, I would draw a line in the sand and put him in a situation where he realizes he's got to decide. I think he's threatened you before to leave, and I think that's a spoiled brat play. It feels very entitled, and I don't know that he doesn't need his bluff called. And I think it's that serious. But I'd get some other insight on that. I'm not talking about a threat, but I mean a real boundary, a line in the sand. If you don't change, this is done. I don't think he's ever had any consequences in his life. I'd talk to somebody about that. That's just a hunch.
His mommy's a helicopter, right?
They're perfect. He's perfect.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
The latest argument from this weekend was because I just realized that after months, he still hasn't switched his direct deposit over so that it's going into our joint account.
Well, I would have realized that the first week, I think. But yeah, you guys, it's the marriage counseling office that this gets saved, kid. It's not here. I'm sorry. Sorry you're facing this. Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.